All right, this is John Cola with OKRAW.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. Currently traveling, and as you guys know, I have more raw food restaurant reviews than anybody else that I'm aware of on YouTube, because I get around, and besides getting around to a lot of raw food restaurants, I make a lot of videos for you guys to share the truth, or actually, well, my opinions about the restaurant, if you should go out there and support it or not. No, the first thing I'm going to say is that every raw food restaurant out there, I want you guys to support. Sometimes the food isn't so good, but nonetheless, you know, I'm glad these restaurants, I mean, they work hard. Restaurants is probably one of the hardest business, and not even to mention most restaurants fail, and even more raw food restaurants fail because there's not a whole lot of raw food people out there to support them. You know, I'm glad to say that this is not the case with Peace Pies, although you definitely should come here and eat Peace Pies here. Raw, vegan, organic, and gluten-free, caters to a good segment of the population, whether you're gluten-free, whether you're vegan, whether you also eat raw. You can definitely come to Peace Pies. I'm at the location today in Encinitas, California. They also have a location in San Diego, California. And now the cool thing about the Peace Pies is that this location has been in operation, I think, for around 7 to 8 years, and their location in San Diego, near Peoples actually, has been there for about 9 years. So I mean, this is a long-standing company, a long-standing business, a long-standing restaurant in raw food. So I mean, that alone must tell you that it's doing all right, because I mean, Matthew Kenny has places they closed down, and all these, you know, gourmet frou-frou chefs closed down. But man, this place is just stands true, and it's actually called Peace Pies. Maybe that's because the pies are peaceful. No animals were harmed in the creation of the pies. Now, the one thing I want to say is that this location is open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. So don't expect to come here to eat a late dinner. And if you guys are coming for dinner, don't get here at 8, guys. That's like kind of not the best thing to do. I've done that in the past. And if you do come here right before they close, get something to go. Don't sit down and start to eat it, right? The other thing I'll say is that this is basically off the main drag, and literally this location, as the other one, these are not super huge places. They do have some nice little eating areas, but I would consider them a hole-in-the-wall kind of place. Not to say that that's good or bad, that's just what it is. So actually, they probably got a, you know, more affordable rent than some of these grandiose raw food restaurants that really can't stay in business or are not financially viable. Anyways, I will say that I have eaten here in the past, and actually many raw food restaurants I'll go to and eat at, and sometimes actually I don't feel like making videos, or the people I'm with don't want me to make a video because they don't want to be inconvenienced or whatever. But today, it's a nice day. I thought I'd make a video for you guys and share my experiences today. I will say in the past I've eaten here, and you know, I wasn't really super wowed by the food. It was just like, all right, this is standard raw food fare. It's definitely good, you know, but this time, luckily, I found a friend, actually a guy I know. When I walked in, he's like, John, what's up? And we talked for a little bit, and I'm like, what do I get, man? He told me what to get, and he's like, these are my go-tos, these are my favorites. So I got those today, and we'll see how they are. And actually, I'm waiting for them to come out, but I thought I'd make this video while I'm waiting to show you guys the place and share with you guys more about the Peace Pies and how it all works here. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and walk into Peace Pies, and this is how it is. Check it out, man. Right when you walk into the patio, it's just super cool. If you look up, and if you're lucky, like I was lucky today, one of these guys right above just dropped down right at me. And these are passion fruits vine growing above, which actually provide a nice shade for the eating area. The tables here, really nice and cozy eating area, but also is providing food for the restaurant that they could actually use. And actually they have a sign, caution falling passion fruit. I'm glad actually they're not coconut palms, because that could actually be dangerous. And then this is inside the restaurant, what it looks like. They got just a small little seating area over here. Then basically, I really like these casual places. You just go up to the counter and place your order. They have a bathroom over there. And then they have all these to-go food packaged products. So they have, like, you know, lots of different kale chips and kind of different granolas, raw almonds, different kinds of crackers, and actually their wraps that they make here. Then they have a whole case of juices, kombuchas, and desserts. So mac nut, basically milk, some different kombuchas, coconut water. Here's all the different pies and cheesecakes. These are the cheesecakes. They're about like $8. Here's a strawberry pie, $6 going down. They got like chocolate pies. I think there's a French pie in the back there that I'll probably be getting today. Apple pie, And they got like almond butter bars here, fudge brownies, and cinnamon rolls in the bottom. That's all refrigerated case. Then they have just like different products outside. So they have my favorite brand of superfoods, or the Health Force brand. So actually probably the most important one is the Vitamin Green. After that, actually, I think the mushrooms are super important. The Myco Force, I take a mushroom powder myself. Of course, they have like, you know, different things like olives, coconut aminos, cashew butters, nori. And then over in here, they basically have all more refrigerated goods. So they have like, cashew-based cheeses that you can buy. And then they actually make their own cashew cheeses, eggless salad, hummus, mock tuna, under the sea salad. I want you guys to eat more seaweed. Definitely good for you. Different kinds of little trinkets you could take to go. That's super quick and super easy if you don't actually order at the counter and then take it to go. And of course, they actually put coconut water, bottle those up for you guys so you guys don't have to open your coconuts. So what we're going to do next, actually, I'm going to go ahead and I've already placed my order, so actually we're going to take a menu and sit down with you guys and explain what the menu looks like here at Peace Pies. All right, so now I'm sitting on the beautiful patio outside. We got their menu that we're going to go over with you guys so you guys know the prices and what they're kind of serving here. So on their menu, they got starters, pesto stuffed tomatoes, chips and guac, Mediterranean sampler. They range in price from 9 to 10. Salads, they got Karmic Kale, San Diego Caesar, Rainbow Garden. They're all about $10. They have different kind of drinks that they'll make for you aside from the ones that are already pre-made. They got different kind of milkshakes and tropical fruit smoothies, superhuman green smoothies, $7 to $9. They got a durian shake, durian, coconut, and vanilla. You guys probably got to try that one. That one sounds really good. House-made almond milk, young Thai coconuts, kombucha, horchata milkshake, hot tea, and they're open 11 to 8 every day. Peacepies.com if you want to check them out online. It's Ocean Beach is 4230 Voltaire Street, and Encinitas it's 133 Daphne Street. Oh, and the other thing I want to say is that if you come here, right, if you're like me, you like coupons and getting a good deal, right, check their Instagram and Facebook. Sometimes I'll post promotions there, and then also do a internet search for Peace Pies coupon. Somehow I was able to find a coupon when I was researching other related items, and I found a coupon for actually a free piece of pie with entree purchase. So my pie today was actually free. And then here's the entrees. I got Loving Lasagna, Luna Tuna Wrap, Mystical Mushroom Quesadilla, Celestial Caesar Wrap, Mushroom Stroganoff, Nori Nirvana, Peaceful Pizza, Magical Mango Curry Wrap, Bliss Burger, Voltaire Street Tacos, Majestic Mediterranean Wrap, Cheesy Kelp and Kale. And all the entrees are about $10 to $14. They got different sides of avocado extra sauce, small Karmic Kale salad, and they got the desserts, Cosmic Coconut Cream Pie, Funky Fudge Brownie, Chocolate Almond Butter Bar, Conscious Cheesecake, Sinless Cinnamon Rolls, a live apple pie, cacao truffles. Check display case for dessert specials, and they have other ones. And oh, they also have a chalkboard with basically the special of the day, which actually is not on the menu today. It's actually enchiladas or something, raw enchiladas. All right, and yeah, so the desserts range in price, $4 to $8. Yeah, so I mean the prices, they seem reasonable to me. I mean, this is kind of like the prices for like raw food restaurants. I think this is probably like maybe a little bit less than some of those places in downtown LA that I've been to. So yeah, so today what I've ordered, in the past I think I've gotten, because normally when I come to a raw food restaurant, I really like to get their pizzas, and I think I wasn't super like inspired last time when I got whatever I got last time, which I don't fully remember, but I think I got the pizza last time, and I probably last time maybe got the burger, I forget, but I didn't particularly care for those too much. So this time I tried to go lighter based on a recommendation of a friend, and I got the Celestial Caesar Wrap, which is basically romaine, tomatoes, olives, and avocado tossed in our creamy Caesar dressing and wrapped in a coconut tortilla. And then I got the Mystical Mushroom Quesadilla, red bell tortilla filled with cheese, sauteed mushrooms and onions, tomatoes, greens served with guacamole. And you could add walnut meat for $2, but I didn't do that because I'm cheap and we already got the guacamole as a fat, so I don't need walnuts here. So I'm waiting for my order to come out. And in the meantime, actually I got this Nut Milk Maui. Actually, that's kind of cool, Nut Milk Maui. Is it made in Maui? That's kind of crazy. No, it's made in San Marcos. Maui nut milk made in San Marcos, but maybe they're using Maui macadamia nuts. So yeah, this is a macadamia nut milk. Let's see, I like to actually usually blend my macadamia nuts. And if I'm making a milk, actually I prefer to make my own coconut milk, which I rarely do. I'll basically make a coconut milk transfused into my juices, so I get more fat in my juices, so I get, you know, a higher uptake of my water or the fat soluble vitamins. But let's go ahead and try this mac nut milk. It's actually the first. I haven't drank mac nut milk too much. That's pretty good. You know, this to me, it seems kind of watery. So I might save your money, and actually I'd rather probably get like some kind of a smoothie here. And actually, I wish they actually offered juices, because I love juices, as you guys know. All right, so I'm gonna finish up my nut milk, and then we're gonna probably come back at you later, because I'm here today early in the day, and I'm picking up my food. I gotta actually probably go to about 3 different video shoots, or I'm scoping out places to shoot videos, which I may or may not shoot. And then I'm gonna come back at you when I'm at my hotel tonight, and I'm gonna eat, because I'm just kind of driving through here right now. So that's the other thing, you know, I'm gonna try to keep the food as cold as possible with the AC blasting on the floor and having the food right by the floor. And then when I get to my location, I'm gonna have them put it in the fridge. So I'm gonna try to keep it in the best shape possible, but it will have aged. And I do encourage you guys actually to come here and just eat it fresh, or take it home and eat it immediately. Don't store it. This is, you know, live foods, and they are definitely perishable. All right, so I actually didn't get my food yet, so I wanted to give you guys an update. Normally after I like pay, I like set a timer on my iPhone to like see how long it takes for the food to come out, because I'll share that with you guys to let you guys know how, you know, is the service fast or not. In some raw food places have amazed me in being so fast, but a lot of them take some time, and they're prepping all the vegetables. You know, they had a big rush of people in here, but I figured if I ordered first and then shot my video, by the time I'm done shooting the video, my food would be ready and I could take it and then go, because I gotta like do a bunch of more stuff today. And unfortunately, it's not done yet, and I hate adding on to videos and stuff when I wasn't gonna do it. But I gotta tell you guys the truth. Basically, I was filming for about 13 minutes because the camera's been running that long. It's been probably at least 15 minutes. My food is still not ready when I went back in to grab it. I was kind of sad, so that's the bad news. But the good news is there's a part that I actually wanted to share with you guys about that I didn't get to earlier. Earlier I was actually gonna share JP's book. So JP is the owner, and actually he wrote this book. Actually, this is recipes for live food, or this is raw recipes for live food. And actually, he's the owner and the chef here that actually has created all the recipes. So if you are unlucky and you don't live here in the area in San Diego, or you want to experience some of the food here, you could buy their book, and actually, you could go in the book and actually you could make some of the very recipes that they serve here. So I haven't really looked at the book too much, but I mean, cucumber dill sauce, lemon garlic sauce, Alfredo sauce, pesto sauce, cashew cheese, pickles, mustard, raw sauce, seaweed salad, garlic roasted bell peppers, fig Newtons, dried goods, chili, tomato soupa, kelp noodle soup, live pad thai, peace patties, falafels, nori roll, Spanish fries, raviolis, coconut cream pie, all kinds of cool stuff in the book. Oh, and you know, as I was sitting here jabbing away, guess what? My food just came, so we'll show you guys what it looks like now, and then we'll show you guys what it looks like once I eat it later tonight, if it does change. So I think this is, this is the quesadilla that I got right here. Looks like right in here. I really like that they actually got colored dried coconut wraps, and then I got a couple kale chips. Oh, a little bit of guacamole. That's not a whole lot. And then, so that's one. And then the other thing I got was the wrap. So I saw the presentation on a plate, because my friend got one of these earlier. It looked really nice. Let's see how it looks in here. Yeah, it doesn't quite look as pretty. So if you want a nice presentation, you're trying to impress the girl, eat here for sure. And this is what basically they're wrapped up, and this is what they look like, basically just thrown in to-go package with a bunch of kale chips on the side. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna shut this down. I gotta go film a couple more videos today, and we'll be back at you when I'm gonna eat the dinner tonight. All right, so I'm finally at the hotel. It's about 4 hours later. Most of the time, actually, this was in a fridge at one of the places I stopped to shoot a video, which unfortunately I didn't end up shooting a video. That's another story. So now we have the food, and I'm ready to eat. The first thing I'll say is, if you guys do go out to a raw food restaurant, right, the food tends to be very concentrated compared to what I'm normally used to eating, right? So for that reason, I like to add extra food, right? Extra water-rich fruits and vegetables. In this case, I have peppers that people classify as vegetables, but technically they're non-sweet fruits. So I'm going to eat the peppers, one of the most nutrient-dense non-sweet fruits you guys can eat. I like to eat more peppers actually than tomatoes. They are more nutritious. So we're going to eat those with all this stuff. Let's take a look and see how things lasted. So the kale chips that were nice and crisp got a little bit soggy. So we're going to go ahead and try one first. Yep, nice and soggy, but still actually, kale chips, they're actually super delicious. I only wish there were more of them. But check out my shirt. Every day I'm kaling it, especially if I'm eating at Peace Pies with their kale chips. Hey, if you want to get this cool t-shirt, check out compassion-tees.com. Alright. Next we're going to go ahead and try that quesadilla I've been waiting to eat. The quesadilla wrap is actually coconut based. It's going to be soft and tender, so it kind of came apart. Basically my assessment of this, each one of these were $14. So if you actually want to get more food, get the wraps. There's a lot more fresh food in this. Inside here there's basically just like a whole bunch of marinated mushrooms with some onions and a little bit of greens, but there's not a lot of like substance to this, right? And we're going to go ahead and try it and see how it tastes. Wow. Definitely tastes good. I really like the wrap. It would probably have been better if the wrap wasn't sitting around and kind of like almost not quite disintegrated. That one's super good. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. Oh, and then they got a little bit of guacamole. I wish they gave me more. Actually, you know what this reminds me of? The marinated mushrooms are excellent. They remind me of like when I was a kid, I'd go to like Round Table Pizza and have like mushrooms on the pizza that were cooked. No joke, that's what these mushrooms in here taste like. This tastes amazing. I just wish there was a lot more filling in there. The filling is pretty dense and compacted. I wish it was like, I know, some kind of shredded lettuce or something to kind of fill it up. Maybe some actually microgreens would be excellent. They'd add some flavor punch, add some micronutrients, and actually not add a lot to the quesadilla. But as it tastes really excellent. I'm going to go ahead and polish this one off, maybe some peppers, and we'll be back at you when I'm ready to try the Caesar wraps. So as you guys can see, I basically ate that whole quesadilla, and it doesn't remind me of the quesadillas I used to make in college. It's basically tortillas and like cheese, but this is definitely like super good. Now the thing I'll say is like, at first I really liked the mushrooms, and then by the end I was like, you know what, this is like too many mushrooms. So I ate the quesadilla with all the bell peppers. I basically took a piece of bell pepper and basically a scoop of the quesadilla, including the coconut shell with all the mushroom stuff. Put it on the pepper and ate it, and then that actually diluted it enough. Otherwise I kind of felt that this would be a little bit too strong. And you know, if you take a look at the paper down here, I mean, I think that's like a lot of like, I don't know, it seems like a lot of like oil stains, so it's kind of maybe higher in fat than I would normally like to eat. Nonetheless, it tasted good. Hopefully I'll feel good tomorrow, alright? Next dish, if you want something a little bit lighter, I definitely think this is it. It's the Caesar wrap, and they wrapped it up actually to go in this paper. Let's see how it lasted without. Oh, looks like pretty good. It held up really well actually, despite being 4 hours later. And all we have inside there is basically a wrap, coconut wrap with basically a Caesar salad inside. It's like Caesar salad inside. All right, so let's go ahead and try this. That's really cool. It tastes like a Caesar salad in a wrap. So far so good. I like this because it actually has a lot more vegetables. Although if I was them, I would have like put in some shredded carrots and more vegetables to kind of like pack it rich, full of vegetables. And also, of course, organic carrots are pretty inexpensive, but also add some nice nutrition, crunch, and additional water-rich food. These kale chips, I think, also are a little bit soggy. These maybe are a little bit more firm than the ones in the quesadilla. Kale chips were great, tasted good, but I think actually they're a tad bit salty for my liking. That being said, you know, I tend not to eat any excess salt in my diet. I don't like to salt my food or use salt in my recipes. But most people need some kind of salt to kick up their taste buds. That being said, it's healthier not to eat salt. Check the link down below for a video that I made entitled "Salt is not a health food," so don't kid yourselves. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and eat the rest of these wraps. We'll come back at you with my update, and then I'll actually be eating dessert. Alright, so I just got done with half of the Caesar wrap, and I gotta say, I liked it better than the quesadilla, but to me, I mean, I haven't had Caesar salad in like a long time, so I don't really know what it's supposed to taste like. I make my interpretation of a Caesar salad at home. But this, to me, like, didn't taste how I expected it to taste. That being said, it did taste good. So I ate half of it, and now I'm actually pretty stuffed after eating that, plus 4 bell peppers, plus a little bit of guacamole, half of this. I would encourage you guys, even if you have a little food left and you're full, stop eating. Do not overeat. You know, really important. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this away, and I'll be eating this tomorrow for lunch. That being said, I do have a little bit of room left for dessert. Kids will always have extra room for dessert, and I'm just a big kid. Anyways, dessert is this. So this is basically, I think, some kind of French pie. Here it's, instead of cashew based, it's actually, I think, date and nut based. I think it's almonds or something. So we're just going to go ahead and take a scoop there. Everybody loves raw desserts. Man, that's actually really good. Some kind of chocolate. Super good. It's probably not the healthiest thing I've had tonight, but tastes so good. I think I'll go ahead and finish this off camera actually. So now I want to share with you guys actually what I thought of peace pies. Let's see. I like the atmosphere at peace pie is really cool. I don't like their hours. Right, they're only open until 8 o'clock at night. Kind of like a little bit early, but I understand, you know, they don't want to like be there all day. At the Encinitas location, parking can be challenging. There's not too many parking spots out in front, and then there's basically street parking that seems to be always full when I go there. But every time I've gone there, I've found some parking. The food, it definitely tasted great, hands down. You know, not your standard raw food fare that you might get in an old school raw food restaurant. A little bit new with a little bit of different flair. Anyways, these 2 recipes that I got, actually I liked them a lot more than what I got last time, whichever that was, because I don't really remember. The pie is like your standard raw food pie. I'd actually save dessert. I'd rather just maybe snack on some dates and nuts or maybe some fresh fruit after dinner. That being said, every raw food restaurant I go to, I rate on a scale of 0 to 5 apples. 5 being like 5 stars, right? 0 being like super bad. And I'm a hard rater, right? So I'm going to rate this place 2.5 out of 5 apples. It's like right in the middle, man. Maybe it might be 2.75, okay? The food tasted good, so I've been to some place that actually didn't taste so good. But what I didn't like is that, you know, I want more fresh food, right? I know people want concentrated foods, and if you're coming from a, you know, cooked food diet or whatever, you know, you're not used to eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, these things are going to taste great. But for me personally, right, I really like to have something that tastes good, but also ramps up the fruit and vegetable content and waters down the thick and heaviness. You know, I felt both these dishes, this one was a little bit oily and, you know, pretty dense, so I'm glad I actually ate them with my peppers. This one had a lot of dressing in there, man. I mean, I love dressing. Dressing is really good, but I'm probably going to be slowing down right after this video and probably be going to bed really soon, and that's probably good to eat something this heavy at night for me. You know, of course, other people, if you're used to eating hamburgers and hot dogs, this stuff will be fine for you, and it's like way better than that stuff. So that's just my personal review there. I definitely would say go out and visit Peace Pies. Definitely a cool place. So whether you go to the Peace Pies in San Diego or the one in Encinitas, you're both going to have an excellent experience. I've been to both of them actually, and pretty much the same food is being served. I want you guys to support your raw vegan restaurants out there. If you're traveling through San Diego, it's definitely somewhere you want to stop. You know, it's pretty convenient right off the freeway. You guys can stop, pick something up to go, take it to go. Make sure you keep it cold though, These foods do not travel well, because they are fresh and live, and some of those wraps will tend to, degrade or kind of get soft and mushy once the moisture starts to set in. So I think that's pretty much it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed this raw food restaurant review video and want more, and want me to go out of my way to make more videos, view more, film videos at raw food restaurants that I visit, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Let me know that this video is appreciated, right? Also, be sure to share this video with somebody else that may live in San Diego, a vegan, raw vegan, somebody that's on a gluten-free diet, or somebody that will be traveling through pretty soon that wants to just eat some healthy food. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss out on any of my new and upcoming episodes. I've come out every 5 to 7 days. You never know where I'll show up or what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel. And finally, be sure to check my past episodes. My past episodes are a wealth of knowledge, over 500 episodes at this time, reviewing raw food restaurants, but also teaching you guys the best way to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet so you guys can get healthy. So with that, my name is John Kohler with OKRAW.com. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best.